Year over at the Drudge Report, they're running it as their top headline. A poll just came out on Barack Obama. His approval is at an all-time low. Obama's job approval, reports Politico, has dropped to an all-time low. A new NBC News Wall Street Journal survey, so you know it must really be low if it's coming from them, shows that a mere 42% of Americans approve of Obama's job performance, down 5 points from a poll conducted in early October. Now, that poll that was conducted in early October, I told you it was a fraud because it came out about the same time in early October, and I took a quick look at it, and it was obvious it was slanted. And it was used by none other than John McCain and Mitch McConnell and the other French Republicans. It was used by pundits on cable TV and others to trash the conservatives in the Senate, to trash the conservatives in the House, who were fighting Obamacare, were doing their very best against this president, and they were saying, look what's happening to the Republicans. Oh, my God, look, we're at the lowest level ever. Oh, we're doing a fool's errand, and so forth and so on. Now, see Obama's number, 42%? Do you think any Democrat will speak of Obama the way these Republicans spoke of the conservatives? And I want you to think about something. Folks are always talking about the Republican brand, how the Tea Party and conservatives are hurting the Republican brand. I see it differently, and I want you to keep thinking about this and spread it. The Republican Party is hurting the conservative brand. The Republican Party mouthpieces are hurting the conservative brand. Their friends in the media outlets, their pundits on cable, they're hurting the conservative brand. When they're not misstating it, they're undermining it. When you're watching most of these shows and reading too many of these websites, but not all of them, they're not correctly presenting what the conservative notions are. And I'm not talking about a purity test. I'm talking about even generally. All right, but back to Obama. The president's disapproval rating stands at 51%, tying an all-time high. So he's got the lowest approval in his presidency, 42%, and he's tied for disapproval at 51%. Well, that's odd. In all, 41% of respondents say they have a less favorable opinion of the president since the 16-day government shutdown, compared to 21% who say they have a more favorable opinion. Do you hear that? So the government shutdown, we'll stipulate government shutdown, even though most of it wasn't. But the government shutdown damaged Obama. Now, won't this turn all the pundits around and around? No, it won't, because they're just as ideological as Obama. Well, won't this change the French Republicans and the establishment Republicans and their attacks on conservatives and so forth? No, it won't, because they're invested in big government, and most of them are bought and paid for by crony capitalists. There, I said it, and it's true. But let's be clear, this is coming out of Politico. This is coming out of a poll from NBC News Wall Street Journal. Not, quote, right-wing in any respect. Left-wing, as a matter of fact. 41% of respondents say they have a less favorable opinion of the president since the 16-day government shutdown, compared to 21% who say they have a more favorable view. So Obama took a huge hit. And I have no doubt the Republicans did too, because of their incompetence in handling this. Not the conservatives, the Republicans. And as I scan this and I move down, let's see. Here we go. The GOP's favorability is at an all-time low as well, with only 22% of those surveyed seeing the Republican Party positively, compared to 53% who see it in a negative light. Well, folks, many of us are very angry with the Republican Party right now. So we would be in this 53%. It's not just all leftists or moderates or whatever. Many of us are in that 53%. So once again, the battle over that 16 days could have been won. Maybe not an absolute victory, but certainly a victory of sorts.